Undercover Ethel. What's up, Ethel? That's a grandma name. Bertha, Ethel. What's up?
What's up? Well, I just wanted to ask a question. I guess I'm an Orthodox inquirer.
Okay.
I hope to become part of the church soon.
Okay.
But I've seen, I grew up Protestant, Church of Christ. I'm not really sure what, denomination that is, but...
Campbellite, Alexander Campbell. I'm familiar with it.
Okay. So that's how I grew up, and we didn't really talk about... Mary really only came up, when we, Christmas time and birth, but, there wasn't really, much discussion about her, and, I guess her sin, or whatever, the matter of sin when it comes to her. And I've heard people, there's a difference between the Catholic view of Mary and
right. So we believe that
the Orthodox view, and I guess I just wanted to hammer that out because I've had people ask questions, I guess.
Right. Well, it actually relates to the last guy's question. And so another way to disprove the Augustinian view of original sin is the Orthodox view of Mary. So we believe that Mary inherits the effects of Adam's sin. So because she dies, we have in the Orthodox Church the Feast of the Dormition of the Virgin Mary, which means that she died. She went to sleep, aka died. And the only people who die are the sons of Adam. So she had all of the effects of Adam's sin. But as Orthodox, we do not believe that she ever committed actual sin. So the Marian doctrine of the Orthodox Church proves our argument against Augustinianism, and it also is a contrast to the Roman Catholic view that, because of their Augustinian acceptance in the past, that there was a need to have an immaculate conception, that Mary herself also had to be immaculately conceived for Jesus to be pure. Well, we don't think that was necessary because we have a different view of original sin. So our refutation of the Roman Catholic view is simply that, why did Mary die? And typically Roman Catholics will say, well, she just wanted to unite herself to her son's suffering. And so somehow she willed herself to die as a union with Christ's death, but she didn't have to die. Well, we just think that's ridiculous. We don't think that Mary was exempted from death. I mean, even the Uniates in the Roman Catholic Church have the Feast of the Dormition, which means she died. So their position is an innovation. And against the Protestant view, I know that, ironically, of all of the Protestants, it's actually the Church of Christ that are a little closer to the Orthodox on this position. Because Church of Christ don't believe that infants are guilty of Adam's sin. So that's the Orthodox position. However, we do believe in ancestral sin, and we do believe that there's a deprivation of grace that comes as a result of the fall, which in that case, I think the Church of Christ Campbellites would be a little more towards the Pelagian view.
Okay. So then, really, the Roman Catholics almost they view her as just completely sinless, is what you're saying, or that she was born sin.
Right. Well, they go further than us in that they think that not only was she free from actual sin, she was also preserved from original sin. So she was immaculately conceived, and that's how she committed no actual sin. And she willed herself to die in union with her son. That's the only reason that she underwent dormition or death. She didn't actually have to die, which we think is ridiculous. But
so she has the sin of Adam, like the rest of us, but she.
Well, hold on. So in the Orthodox view, she is a daughter of Adam, and so she is susceptible to the effects of Adam's sin. So she's going to die, right? But we believe that divine grace preserved her and kept her from committing actual sin. So she didn't sin. She's the spotless virgin, as the liturgy says. But we don't think that requires the Roman Catholic doctrine of immaculate conception, which again proves that we don't have the same view of original sin as Roman Catholics do.
So by her own will, she didn't commit sin.
She cooperated with grace to not commit actual sin. Okay. So she didn't do it by her work. She did it by grace.
Yeah, that was just trying, because I've seen Immaculate Conception and things like that, and I guess I just didn't really fully understand what it meant. So.
Right. The Roman Catholics have that because their conception of original sin, again, very influenced by the Augustinian view, seems to view the human nature as in a way tainted. They even call it the taint of original sin. and they'll give it a kind of a metaphysical reality by which Adam transmits a taint to his descendants, but sin is not a thing. It doesn't have substantial existence. It doesn't have metaphysical reality. It's a negation. It's not a thing, so it doesn't make any sense to say that a sin is passed on by nature. But that remnants of that view are still there in the Roman Catholic position, which is what led them to adopt the Immaculate Conception dogma very late in church history.